How in the world do I get in 90 to 100 grams of protein a day? I get asked that constantly, and I totally get it. I've lost 120 pounds with the help of a GLP-1 medication too. I was using Wegovy, and now I've been on Zepbound for 3 years. I get it when you say, how in the world do you get that? Because that was my initial question when I was told I needed to eat that much protein. So today's video is all about what protein I'm eating and how I'm getting to that number. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This channel is totally dedicated to helping women 50 plus, 60 plus, beyond create a life that they love. I do have some men watching this as well. And I know this topic is really not just for women 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus. It's for men, it's for anyone who is trying to get healthier and is focusing on protein. The GLP-1 piece is just part of it. It's just part of it. It's not the whole thing, because I know a lot of people are doing the carnivore diet, keto. I'm not promoting one over another. GLP-1s have worked for me, but that was based on me and my background. Two little caveats before I even start this whole protein thing, and then we'll be done. 98% of you are going to get what I'm saying. 2% of you fall into this category. If the thought of someone taking a GLP-1 makes you go nuts, and you're going to get in the comments and say, I had no discipline, I was eating too much, I wasn't working out, you didn't walk in my shoes for 45 years. So there's no need to say that. And don't watch the video. Two, because the GLP-1s really aren't going to be mentioned much, other than the only other thing I'll say is you're not hungry when you're on a GLP-1. So that's part of the challenge in getting this protein grams in. But the second thing I'll mention, you're going to see some processed foods here. Yeah, you are. And a lot of people get their panties in a wad about that. So if that's going to upset you to see processed food, you might want to scroll on by. I'm just being honest here. As I say to everyone who comments on that, everyone has to do what's good for them, what's right for them. I'm just showing you kind of what I've done, and maybe you can take bits and pieces of it. Some people really have to watch their sugars. Some people really have to watch their sodium. Some people have to watch calories, whatever it may be. So I get it. But this is how I'm getting my protein in. I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life. I get monitored so regularly, more than most people out there, because my blood is drawn. Through this process, I was going to my doctor every 8 to 12 weeks. She even measures my muscle mass. Trust me, I've been under a medical doctor's care, and I'm the healthiest I've ever been. So I don't want to go backwards. I know I was so much more unhealthy 120 pounds ago. I was facing a stroke or a heart attack right in the face. So a couple of weeks ago, I've talked about this, my doctor and I met on my 3-year anniversary. And she said, you have just turned away all of these metabolic diseases that were staring you in the face. And I said, yeah, that feels really good. I ate this way throughout my journey. I'm still eating this way. I will always eat this way. All right. So protein, where did I get 90 to 100 grams? From my doctor, number one. But I've also heard of a website, and I've gone on it periodically. I just went on it a minute ago. So I'm going to give it to you guys. It's called tdeecalculator.net. I'll try to put it on the screen. You can put in your information there. It will give you basically your macros. I don't know. I'm not promoting it. It's a free service, but I've been told to look at that often. I don't know if it's super accurate. It's out there in, the general world. So it will tell you how many calories you need to eat a day to maintain. If you want to lose weight, what you need to do. If you need to bulk up, what you need to do. I looked at that, and it said I even needed to eat more protein than I'm eating today, which may or may not be true. It probably wouldn't hurt, but I don't want to go super high on my protein. But 90 to 100 has worked for me. How do I do that? I break it up. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I've got to get 100 grams in today when I wake up, I break it up. And I look at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack or two. Nothing's really off limits. So I try to say, I'm going to try to have 30 at breakfast, 30 at lunch, 30 at dinner, and then a snack will always have protein in it. I'm always leading with protein. For instance, I always talk about, I used to be on Weight Watchers like my whole life, and it was always about points. Nothing bad to say about Weight Watchers. I always tell you guys, my husband lost 80 pounds on Weight Watchers, and he's kept it off for over 20 years. I think it's a good program. It just didn't work for me, but that's what I was on forever. So I could eat whatever it was at the time. I think I had 23 points. Do you remember those? Oh, I'm really dating myself. Do you remember those things called snack wells? They came in the green packages, look really good. They were like cookies and treats. I could have 23 points of those and be within my points, but I wouldn't have had 1 gram of protein. You know what I'm saying? So this is totally focusing on protein, which we all need, especially as we age. So that's why I really believe in it. And it also really fills you up. So I lead every meal with protein. The first thing I think about is, what is my protein going to be? So for breakfast, I'm going to show you some things. It could be eggs. It could be protein waffles. It could be a variety of things, but then I add things to it after I've already figured out where I'm going to try to get close to 30 grams of protein. And it's funny because let's say you're going to have dinner and you're like, oh, I'm going to have a baked potato for dinner. I don't start my conversation like that. I'm like, I'm going to have a chicken breast. Or I'm going to have, I don't know, a flank steak or something like that on. That's my first thing. And usually, guess what? That baked potato is out the door because I'm not hungry for it. And I know at this point, 3 years in, I know if I eat that chicken breast, I'm not going to want a full baked potato with everything on there. I mean, I can have a baked potato, but I might not want it. So that's how I break it up by meals. It's not super scientific. It's easy. It's something I can sustain and always think about. Do I do it correctly every single day? No, I don't. Sometimes at night I am cramming that protein in, not cramming it, but you know what I mean? I'm like, oh gosh, I really should have this, at dinner instead of this, because this is heavier protein. It's higher protein because I didn't get it at lunch. So you'll see some of the stuff I bought today. Walmart and Costco are my 2 main areas that I shop. Sam's Club, oftentimes too. That's just me. So I'm going to Walmart today. So I'm going to take you into Walmart with me. I'll show you here what I bought. And then I have a lot of staples here. I don't need everything, If I went shopping next week, it could be a totally different grocery cart. Let me know if you want to see some videos on I don't know, my most common breakfast or lunches or snacks or dinners. What would help you? That's where I get the ideas for the videos from. And if you like this video, by the way, hit the subscribe button or like, and please comment. That is one of the best things of this channel that I wasn't expecting. I love talking to you guys, talking in the comments or hearing your stories. So inspirational, so motivational, but also your struggles, because sometimes it can be a very lonely place and you feel like you're the only one who's struggling with something, and you're not. There's so many of us out there in the same boat. So, all right, enough said. All my disclaimers, right? So here we go. I hope you enjoy the video. So I'm going to be buying a lot of different protein things at Walmart. And I thought I would record this before I go to Walmart, because I realized on my Walmart haul or in a lot of my videos, I'm not looking so great. And it's because I'm coming from the gym. So I'm on my way to the gym right now for a tough class. So I know I'm not going to be looking fantastic. Not that I look great now because I'm going to the gym, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I want to explain that because I have a long drive to the gym. So I always have to double down and do more than one thing at a time. So I go to my classes or whatever, work out, and then I usually go do something else because I can't go home, kind of freshen up, and then go back. So that's the story. And the Walmart I'm going to is, I don't know, it's the Walmart. I don't know do you guys have these in your towns or stores that you just dread going to? This one, though, has about 100% of everything I need. The Walmart I like to go to has probably 80%, but it's smaller and it's easy in and out. And they used to not even do Instacart. Those were the days. And I do Instacart, so I'm not judging that. But anyway, it's really nice. They always have checkers, and the checkers are so nice. It's just perfect, except they don't have everything. This Walmart has everything. But for whatever reason, the management there has decided that everyone for the last couple of years needs to go through self-checkout. And I know I sound like this old lady here because I love self-checkout, but if I am buying a ton of stuff, I don't want to go through self-checkout, and I don't think anyone behind me wants me to be in that self-checkout line. But they try to force everyone through self-checkout, and they're super busy, and they usually only have like 2 checkers. And one of them they put in like a limited number of items, aisle or line. I don't understand the logic on that. And the other thing I will complain about, I'm just like getting it out here. They have like cosmetics up in the front. And if I was going in there to buy a $4 elf eyeliner, I don't know, it's under lock and key. And I guess that means they have a lot of shoplifters. Okay, I feel bad for that. But that would mean you'd need to have staff there to unlock everything. And they don't. They have never, ever, in like these last couple of years, probably longer than 2 years, have ever seen anyone who works there in that area. So that has to be hurting their sales. So people stealing them are hurting their sales, and people who can't buy it are hurting their sales. I don't know what the answer is, but it's not what they're doing. I'm going to be filming it. You may see me on camera, and I just realized I forgot to bring anything to put my hair back. So that means I'm going to look even better. But that's the reason why. All right.
Let's get started. We'll go to Walmart and then we'll go back to my house and I'll show you the staples that I have on hand. I saw this chicken right when I walked in. It looked so yummy. I ended up buying it, 20 grams of protein. Then I found the hard-boiled eggs. They're already made for you in the produce section. I did pick these up because there are only 6 of them there. They have pre-made salads there. I occasionally will buy these, not very often, but they really come in handy when you just don't have time to make a salad, and you can always add more protein to the salad. And don't sleep on this protein that's over in the deli area. They have pre-packaged, chicken, pork. I ended up buying the rotisserie chicken. Look at that, 22 grams of protein. This will come in so handy, and it's yummy. Also, they have a lot of other brands of different types of protein. Kevin, for instance, Kevin's is very popular. There's always fish that's available, shrimp, flounder, and don't forget tuna. Canned tuna is great for protein. I like to have these grilled chicken breast strips, diced chicken, always on hand. Protein pancakes, look at this. I know it's processed, but so easy. It's 13 grams for 3 pancakes. I also found these little mini protein pancakes, and I ended up buying them. I've never seen them before. The buttermilk vanilla, only 7 grams of protein, but for 6 little pancakes. My daughter used to eat these little pancakes. They weren't protein, but when she was little, it brings back memories. I did see the Kodiak brand, which is a big protein brand of maple pancake, kind of like breakfast sandwiches with pancakes and sausage and eggs. Not my thing, but a lot of people love them. I just am not into pancakes and eggs together. This protein aisle has the protein bars and the protein drinks. I always end up buying at least one protein bar. Today I bought the Legendary. I call them the Pop-Tarts. They're the pastries, 20 grams per pastry. I always like to have those on hand. Here's some more Kodiak. They have muffin mix, protein balls. And if you like oatmeal, they make protein oatmeal, so you might want to think about that. And of course, it goes without saying that you should go over to the meat department because that's going to be heavy, heavy protein for you. I ended up just buying a flank steak while I was here. I love flank steak. It's always kind of pricey, but we can get a lot of meals out of that. And after marinating it, it's so good. Here's some ground turkey. If you haven't tried ground turkey, you might want to, and ground chicken as well. I really love it. Turkey smoked sausage. I ended up buying this. It's only about 7 grams, I believe, of protein, but it's so easy to make. It's half the fat. Very easy meal. And I just wanted to mention lunch meat. I don't eat a ton of lunch meat. I'm not against it. I just don't eat it. My husband likes it, so I didn't buy any. But guess what I found? Oh my gosh, this was the only one there in this big Walmart. The Sola bagels. I believe a gentleman here mentioned it in the comments one time that had 14 grams per bagel. So I was looking for these everywhere. This is the first time I've seen them, and it's only 110 calories. I cannot wait to try these out. Now, there were only 4 in this package, but I can't wait. I'm so excited. I did just want to give a quick shout out to Dave's Killer Bread, very popular protein brand you might want to take a look at as well. They have bagels and sandwich bread, that kind of thing. Oh, these are my electrolytes. They're not super duper as far as electrolytes go, but I had to buy them. So I just showed them here because they're getting hard to find. They're only like $1.96 for 10 packets. String cheese. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic for snacks. You could add it to a lunch to boost your protein. It's not bad at all. For 1 stick, it's like 8 grams of protein. Not bad at all. I added some whipped cream cheese. It's not heavy protein, but for those bagels. And of course, you always should have eggs if you like them. Bacon, sausage, can't go wrong. And cottage cheese. I'm going to talk a lot about cottage cheese in a little bit. I did see these over here, so I just did a quick picture of them. The Core Power protein drinks, 42 grams of protein. I did buy some almond milk. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a little bit. I had to take a quick picture of the Instacart. And I never go without getting the Greek yogurt. These are individual containers because I love them for the morning for breakfast. And I had to buy Penny the cat a little toy. I just had to since I was there. And look what is under lock and key, you guys. Eyelashes. Who knew?
Here are some of the things that I bought that you just saw on the video in Walmart. I really think these are going to be great. You can tell they're very moist, they're soft, so I can't wait to try these. Here are the protein mini pancakes. The almond milk I bought to go with something I'm about to show you. I mean, I'm just going to go through this real fast because you saw all these things. Mac and cheese, rotisserie chicken I'm using tonight, actually. What I'm going to do is put it in the tortillas. I love these Carb Smart tortillas that I get at Costco. You can get 2 batches of them, much cheaper than the grocery store. But I'm putting the chicken in there with like some veggies, chicken quesadillas with this rotisserie chicken. Here are the eggs. I ended up buying these. I do like hard-boiled eggs. This is laziness on my part because I have eggs. But man, this is so nice to have them done. I used to think this was so gross. I really did. But at Costco you can get them, but there's like 100. I don't know. There's not 100, but a lot. And it takes a lot to go through those. So, I mean, I can go through these. I will eat these. My Greek non-fat yogurt, I love for breakfast or even for dessert. Oh, yeah. How could I forget? I brought this in for Penny. She was taking a nap, and I tried to talk to her, and she got up and went in the other room and went to sleep. So I interrupted her. So later, we'll see if she really likes this. Sure, it's full of protein. I absolutely cannot wait to try these Sola protein bagels. I mean, 14 grams. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the person who mentioned them. And then other people started mentioning them once. I believe it was a gentleman who mentioned it. So I can't wait. I can't wait. They were pricey and there was only one. So they must be really popular. My turkey sausage, we like this. It's super easy to make. I mean, we just warm it up basically. And I cannot wait for the flank steak. I mean, it's pricey, but this will last us a while. And I love to marinate it and then grill it and just cut it really thin. And it's so, so flavorful. It's super healthy. I like this. And I also like London broil, which is a really thick kind of steak. London broil really has no fat on it. Same kind of thing. I marinate that as well. Both of those steaks, I think, need some kind of marinade. I think this would be really tough without it, but love it. Can't wait to have it. But let me show you what I have already here. Da-da, you can tell this is a protein house for sure. There's some processed things here and some, well, maybe this is all processed. I don't know. We'll check it out. All right. I told you about those pancakes over there. Well, we also like the Premier Protein chocolate chip protein waffles, 12 grams. Super easy. You just stick them in the toaster. I didn't see them today at Walmart. A lot of times they will have them. I also have seen them at Costco. I showed you guys these last time I was at Walmart. These are the turkey sausages. We're making a dent in them. There are 50 of them, and there's only 2 of us. But you can tell we like them. We've been eating these. And I bought this at Costco. I have not tried it yet. My husband loves it. Breakfast bites, chicken and maple. They're tender chicken bites for breakfast, and they're 14 grams of protein. My goodness. There you go. Just for those of you who like to see the nutrition, I should have shown you the Premier Protein ones. I'm sorry. Okay. Premier Protein, 220 calories. That may seem like a lot, but you'll be surprised when you go to that calculator about what your calories should be to eat. And again, I mean, this is nice, 12 grams of protein. All right. So many of you talk to me about cottage cheese, and I'm with you on this. Look at this. My husband loves it. Can you tell this is a massive size of cottage cheese? He loves the Shamrock brand. You might not have that where you live. It's based here out of Phoenix, but it is really good. I'm gonna try, I promise, because so many of you said blend it up and you don't even taste the texture or feel the texture and put it in eggs. I'm going to do that first. I'm gonna put it in scrambled eggs. We love to have scrambled eggs. That's heavy protein for me. And a lot of times we'll have breakfast for dinner. So that's great. And I had this last time, my Greek vanilla yogurt. Love it, love it, love it. And it is, look at that. It's 15 grams of protein. And I usually have double that, 3/4 of a cup. I usually have like a cup and a half. It is so filling. A lot of times I will just put like, this is vanilla, so it has a little flavor. I'll put like chocolate chips on it, or I'll put some sugar-free syrup in there, or I'll mix some fruit in there. It's great for breakfast with that. I mean, you can get your protein in pretty darn quickly. Here we go. This, I mean, this just, oh, I say you always need to have a protein that you love on hand. I love chicken. Now, yours could be fish. Yours could be, I don't know what it could be, eggs. I like chicken, but I like to make it easy in case I get home and I'm really tired. Sometimes I come home late from these exercise classes at night, and the last thing I want to do is have a heavy meal, or the last thing I want to do is, fire up the grill to make a grilled chicken breast. So these help me out in a pinch. This is diced chicken breasts. They have strips, everything. It's in the freezer section. And look at that, 22 grams of protein. Yay, 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 yay. Love it. I bought this at Costco, Catalina Crunch. This is, I think, pricey, like even at Walmart. But at Costco, they had this big bag of it, and it was on sale at the time. So this is cinnamon toast cereal. It's 11 grams of protein. Now, I'm not a big cereal person. I will tell you that's for half a cup. But what do I do with this? Hello, guess what? I will put it on top or even mix it in with something like this, and it just adds a little bit of crunch. I love it. I love it. And I'll put it on top of different things. If I just want a snack, maybe I will just have that, you know, half a cup. It does not taste like cinnamon toasters. My husband loves to eat cinnamon toaster cereal because he's like 6 years old. No, I shouldn't say that. He would be eating, I don't know what. He loves cereal. But he had some of this and he's like, this is not cinnamon toasters. I said, no, it's not. It's high protein. So, and it's good fiber too, because a lot of people said they need to look at their fiber. I do too. So I like it. I really like it. Oh my gosh, I think I've talked about this, but this is one of my favorite things. This is a big box of it from Costco. You can get smaller boxes, but it's the protein pancake mix or waffle mix. Guys, ever since I started on this, I found this and I gotta tell you, I will eat this forever versus, the other pancake mix. And I know you can make your own pancakes. I get it. But the regular pancake mix, it's probably cheaper. I know it's cheaper. This is so good. I'm gonna try to insert a photo because we had breakfast for dinner the other night and we made these pancakes. They're really fluffy, so filling, so, so filling. And you can make other stuff with them as well. But here is the nutrition. It's 15 grams protein or half a cup. Now, as far as how many do we make a cup and a half of this. Half a cup is fine for me. That's more than enough. If it's just me making pancakes for myself, I'll just use half a cup of the mix. If it's my husband and myself, half a cup's not enough for him. So I go overboard and we'll do a cup and a half. I don't know if that helps anyone out. But they have a recipe for power cake muffins as well. The ones we saw at Walmart that were pre-made or they had mixes. I mean, you could do it with this. So love, love, love this. You can get it most places, but at Costco, they have big boxes of it. But I know you can get it at Walmart too, and I have bought it there. Okay. Oh my gosh, if you guys have not discovered these, this might be, this, okay, I just got to tell you. These are chicken nuggets. They're the Just Bear brand. At first, I could only find them at Costco. Now I see them everywhere. I saw them today at Walmart, but I didn't need them. These nuggets, people compare them to the Chick-fil-A nuggets, and I would concur. I would agree. They are so good, so good. Easy to make. We put them in the toaster oven. We also air fry them. It's super easy to make. I will say the Kirkland brand, which we're about to see something from Kirkland, makes some too, and they put them right next to each other in the Costco store, and those are really good as well, and they're cheaper. But I mean, these are coming down in price. You could get them at Walmart as well. So let's go to the Kirkland. Why do I have this as well? Well, these are chicken breast fillets. So they're not just the nuggets. And I had to talk my husband into trying this the other night because we had come in late from something and didn't have the energy to make a dinner. I said, "You've got to try these. These are so good." And now he loves them. 240 calories, 22 grams of protein. There's the other stuff in case you need it. You can air fry it. It gives you instructions for microwave, conventional oven, or air fryer. Love these. Love these. Okay, you probably saw this peeking out. I didn't want to bring the whole box out. Protein bars. They are what I rely on. Do I eat these 3 meals a day, 7 days a week? No. But many times I am running out of here on my long drive to the gym early in the morning and I didn't get breakfast. So I will put one of these in my purse. I usually always have one. If I open my purse right now, I know there's one in there just in case because I don't want to get stuck somewhere and not eat because I'm not hungry, which if you're on a GLP-1, you know what I mean, or get to the point where I am really hungry and I make the wrong choice. So this is at least 20 grams. This is the brownie one. Walmart has a lot of them. You can find these most places. I have bought them online before and I don't know, maybe it was a one off, but I got them and they were so dry and like hard. These are soft. So I always try to check the best I can, like how long have they been sitting there? Because these are really soft and nice. I don't want to break a tooth. I have enough tooth problems. I do like these. I won't say I'm in love with them, but they do the trick and they really do fill me up. I showed these on my Walmart haul, the turkey franks. They're 7 grams of protein. We eat these. My husband, we don't eat them fast enough. So he freezes them and then takes one out at a time and heats it up. He eats them more than I do. I like them. I don't know why I don't eat them, but this is great for like a lunch or a dinner, I guess. Okay, the last two things I want to show you. I really love this. And before I could only find it online, but I'll tell you where I found it recently. I don't know how you pronounce it. Javi protein coffee. Someone told me about it. And I said, okay, I'll try it out. I'm not a huge coffee person, although lately I've been getting a lot of iced lattes. They're now, I don't know, becoming my therapy in the car. So these are almost becoming therapy. So I can use this with that almond milk that I bought, and I'll get 10 grams of protein. I mean, it's crazy. They have different flavors. This is French vanilla and 70 calories, 10 grams of protein. And it kind of tells you, just in case you want to pause, how you can make it. But what you basically do is, I just fill the glass with almond milk, put 1 scoop of the coffee in there, and I have a little hand, I'll show it to you. I'll bring it over here in a second. A little hand frother, super cheap. I'll I'll link it. And then I just add ice. And you can put other flavorings in there. So I have these sugar-free flavorings, which I should show you too. So I'll pull those out in just a second and show you. It's really, really tasty. So, I was supposed to tell you where I saw it. I saw it at Target at the end shelf. They had all the different flavors. I love this protein powder, Ghost. It's not for everyone. Okay. All of this is not for everyone. I like it because look, Chips Ahoy. I mean, who doesn't like Chips Ahoy? They also have Nutter Butter and they have Oreo, which was okay, but you have to really love Oreo for that. It's 25 grams of protein. Here are the stats. So what do I do with this? I can put this in almond milk. I can put this in Greek yogurt and get overboard on my protein, but then I can really like go to infinity and beyond and put it in a premier protein drink, like a vanilla one, and it's so good. But holy moly, the Premier Protein, I have it right behind me. I'm looking. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to go get it. Look, 30 grams of protein plus 25. Yes, you are going to be so full, but that's 55 grams of protein. So if I know I'm going to have a crazy day, I will have one of these. Do I do it every day? No, absolutely not. But if I'm really needing those protein grams in, this is what I'll do. Okay, I'm back because I had to show you my little frother. I should put this camera back further. I should really get professional about this. This is my little frother and it has a little cute stand and you just pull it out. I think mine needs a new battery. And you push the top. I mean, they make a ton of these. So I'll put that protein coffee in with the almond milk and froth it up. Or I'll do it with the protein powder and the Premier Protein drink. There you have it. And it's easy to clean. And I just stick it back in its little stand and put it in the cabinet. Okay, last thing, I just want to show you the syrups that I mentioned. This is a skinny mix. It's salted caramel and sugar-free. It's zero sugar, 0 calories. I can put this sauce, they call it a sauce. It's just like liquid, I'll be honest. I can put that in my yogurt, just to mix it up, or in the almond milk, just for a flavor. This brand, you probably have seen this everywhere. It's Tarani, I think, Taroni. They have a ton of sugar-free syrups, a ton. I don't have many. This is the only one I have. Chocolate chip cookie dough, and you can mix that in with your coffee. I mean, this would be great with that coffee with the almond milk as well, or in your Greek yogurt. You can do a lot with it. It's just to kind of give it a little flavor. Because when I started this journey, I was just buying unflavored Greek yogurt. I'm not a fan of the flavor of unflavored. There's no flavor. So that's why sometimes I get that vanilla. And if I do have the unflavored, which I buy a lot, especially in bulk, I'll buy it maybe at Costco or somewhere, or a big one at Walmart. I'll put this in to give it a little bit of flavor because I don't want to eat just unflavored Greek yogurt, even though it's heavy protein. So what are my holy grails? What would I always, always, always have in my kitchen to be a success on this GLP-1 journey? One, I would always have my favorite protein. For me, it's chicken. Maybe it's different for you. And have it in all forms. So I have chopped chicken. I have the chicken breast. I have the breaded chicken. That's, the like chicken nuggets. I have it always. I always have eggs because I can do a lot with eggs. I can get hard boiled eggs if I want to make them, or I can make scrambled eggs. That's my favorite. So I always have eggs. I always, always have protein bars. Even though I didn't look very excited about that Quest bar, I always have something because I need to have it just with my lifestyle. I need to have one ready to go almost at all times. Oh, I know what I didn't show here were those legacy Pop Tarts. I talked about them in my Walmart haul. Okay, so I already took them out of the box. So this is how it looks. There's only one. Like real Pop Tarts, there's two, I think. I haven't had a real Pop Tart in a while, but this is just one. But I have these. I have the protein bar. This is 20 grams of protein. I always, always have something available. And as I said on my Walmart haul, in case you didn't see that, they don't look like this. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of it probably later today when I eat it. I'll stick it in here to show you what it really looks like. This is very beautiful and like frosted all the way around. No, you know, it doesn't look like that. It's still good. It does not taste like a Pop Tart, but it does taste like a pastry. It's not bad if you like it. I mean, I like it because I'm pretty picky. It's not dry. A lot of these things are so dry. This isn't dry. And I hate to say it, Legendary has some dry products. Sorry, there's cinnamon rolls. I thought, oh, cinnamon roll. I thought it was so dry for me, but I like these. These are my favorite thing that Legendary makes. Okay, so I said chicken. I said eggs. I'd always have some kind of protein bar in the house. I would always have protein powder in the house because that's a lot of protein I could get pretty quickly, which means my last thing I would have is yogurt. I would always have some kind of Greek yogurt in the house. Those are kind of my staples that are always, always here. And I know if I have at least those things in the house, there's something I can eat until I can get to where I can get more protein. I hope this helps you guys because I know it's especially if you're just starting, it's hard to think about how can I do this? You're trying to learn everything at one time. It's like you're learning, everything's coming in at you with like a fire hose. So I get it. I hope this helps. It's So please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below. Let me know what some of your staples are at your house. I love hearing from you. I read every comment. Some of you are just doing incredible, incredible. It's so motivating. It's so motivating. So thank you for commenting. I really, really do appreciate it. But again, remember, it is never too late to create a life that you love.